And we're back at the Black and Tan Bay Area podcast.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy,
New Year, new me.
Yeah, Happy New Year. We are here. The new year, new beginnings. Question mark.
I already fucked up. It's the 2024. I'm looking. It's my year.
No. Skip that. 2023. This is the year you gotta take advantage of because it's not gonna get no easier out here, people. We have to really put our heads down and focus on what we need to do and handle our business because things are clamping down on people, So we have to start really trying to start the year off right and stop doing the same bad habits that we were doing last year.
Yeah. Save your money. Cook at home.
Yeah.
Don't go out.
Seriously.
Recession time.
Seriously, So last night I was working a New Year's party. Well, not last night, but New Year's Eve and into the New Year's, I was working a New Year's party. And so it was some interesting people watching. I had to got to watch.
Interesting.
And,
How?
well, it's the New Year's, the actual New Year's where it's semi kind of back to normal, where it's nobody's having all these show your vax card and all this other stuff. So it was it's the actual first real New Year's was actually felt kind of normal.
Okay.
And so everybody's kind of letting loose from 2 years of frustration, So some people, they didn't get their New Year started off right. They started their New Year off in jail. Unfortunately, I've seen some people get carried off in the paddy wagon.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was working this party. Not only do I do this podcast, but I do also actual 9 to 5s still. So
I think we all do.
we all do. Yeah, the state of California. So so I was working my other job, which is a security job. I won't say the locations and whatnot, but it was in the city. And I was working this private party, and it was a launch for this dating app.
Okay.
Made by some woman. Yeah, I think she was probably an Asian woman. Seemed like. And they had a couple of the underlings.
They are smarter. So
yeah. So yeah, it was an Asian chick, and they had their underlings. Some other dude, he was second in charge, and some other helper people, whatnot. So I thought it was interesting. I was like, okay, this is dating app. I won't release the name, whatnot, but I thought it was interesting. I was like, okay, this is a dating app.
I actually got to interject real quick.
Go ahead.
You kept saying whatnot. Whatnot, I think, is an actual dating company. So we're just gonna say it's not that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Anyway, I thought it was interesting that the people that were coming were all freaking couples. I was like, why are they all
At a singles dating.
Yeah, but they kept it open to the public so other people can come in. But if they
Make it look busy.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because some people were their friends, oh yeah, it's all right. So I was like, okay, come on in, whatnot. But they were all couples for the most part. I thought, okay, that's weird. And then they said, all right, here's some singles start coming in. And I had this one crazy black lady with the purple rainbow type wig on.
Looking like Rainbow Bright, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. And she come in with a little, she was cool at first, but then I was giving her a little hard time, but playing, and then she's, are you really security? I was like, well, right here, it shows right here.
Had to shame you a little bit, huh?
Yeah. So she, how, well, it was a shit test, but with black girls, you gotta have some patience because they shit test you in the most vulgar ways, So I thought that was interesting. I was like, whatever. I just kept it moving, let her go in, and then to be continued with her. Things happened later on that night with her. And so, people were coming in, and I just thought it was interesting that it's why is it all couples? So that's also going to have some part 2 to that as well, with all the couples coming in. So I was like, okay, dating app, supposed to be, they said, it's supposed to be, female friendly, whatnot, so for their safety.
Female friendly. Okay.
Yeah, for their safety.
Yeah. You gotta promote it that way.
Yeah. So they had some comedians, some so-so comedians. So ain't nobody really heard of them, but they might make you laugh a couple times when you're drunk enough. So all right, I thought that was cool. And they had a little DJ and stuff, and then he give you the little New Year's champagne at the end. So all right, cool. But what is your opinion on dating apps, my friend?
I don't know, man, because I tried it when I was in college. I had an OK Cupid account, and every time I got matched with anybody, it was like some fucking girl in a wheelchair.
Dang, was it that bad?
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying it's not.
Oh, this is Seinfeld now? What?
Just covered my ass, you know.
Alright.
Just every time I got a match, I looked it up. It was like someone in a wheelchair. They always had a wheelchair or some kind of disability. I'm just like, did I fill in something wrong?
Well, you're a caring dude, bro. Like, you don't want to take on that burden, bro?
No,
Dude,
no, I have a
like
mom.
you like, dude, you know where she's gonna be, right? She can't get too far, right?
No, but you know,
Like, where you going, girl?
stay right here.
Stay right here. Don't make me put a stick in your wheels.
Don't make me chain up your bike.
Oh God.
Bike your chair.
Damn, that's terrible, man.
Yeah,
Like,
that's something like, nah, I'm good.
see, what did you say in your bio? I was like, yeah, I'm a caring dude. It's like, yeah, please help
Let
me.
me just looking for someone to take care of.
It's like, do you have a wheelchair accessible van?
Right? I'm just like, really? I'm like, let's quit it. Like after like 9 of them, and then it's like one I saw was like a customer. I used to work at Walgreens a long time ago, and there's this lady who come in wheelchair bound definitely because she was like losing meat and stuff in her arms. She looked skinny. And I was like, this girl's still alive and she's trying to date too. She was on there. I was like, she mashed up with me. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Come on, man. Wheelchair poom poom. Something different.
I mean, I've been with some dead fish girls before.
But this is gonna be a whole nother level.
I don't want to
Dead
marry
fish with wheels.
Call her Wheels.
Oh man, so mean. Come on, man.
Meet my girl Wheels.
Crippled girls need love too, right?
Yeah, they do. From other people who were into that.
Yeah, there's people that's into it. Yeah,
It's not a fetish I like.
that's one thing. Okay, terrible. Like I'm saying, that's a
It's like
crazy
people are into
experience.
feet.
Yeah, that's a terrible experience with from their experience from dating.
Yeah, it was.
Dating
It
apps.
was
That's
either. It was mostly wheelchair disabled girls, and then a lot of them were just kind of. I don't want to body shame, but they're
crazy. Yeah, like I'm saying, I was about to bring up that subject of what I saw at this party.
some were
A lot of chicks on dating apps are.
BMI levels.
Yes, no. Just put it like how it is.
Yeah.
These chicks are over the hill. They're past their prime on these dating apps. That's all that because I was checking IDs when I was coming in.
Yeah.
All the chicks were like either our age and older,
Yeah.
for the most part. Yeah, some younger came in there, but a lot of them were couples. I'm like, what the heck? So, but the older women that were coming in there, 38, 40, 50, some in their 60s. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the hell y'all still doing?
And
You
you're
trying to
single?
date? Yeah, single.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, and then some
what
were,
kinda-
and then
what kinda
some were
dog do you have?
rude. Like some were rude. Like one of them were like really being mean to the manager.
Well,
It's
of
like, oh, there's
course.
enough. She probably was a bit hefty. So it's like, where's all the seating at? There's enough seating here. Blah blah blah. And so I was like, oh, ma'am, I'll help you out. Blah blah. He's trying to be nice to her.
Yeah.
And then he was about to go take care of it. She's like, and she tapped his hand off her shoulder and was like, I'll take care of it myself. And went out and go try to find it and move a bench by herself. So I'm like, wow.
Like, man, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's trying to do. And then it's like, and then not only that, she was talking to the manager like that. She was talking to one of the owners who came in, and he's like, he's like our age, a little bit younger, but he has a baby face. But he's like, no one would assume that he's part owner. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, he's had to keep his cool because he ain't like a whole owner. He's like 1-2% or whatever owner, but he's still
Yeah.
And she was disrespecting him too. I'm like,
It was like, man, we don't need your business here.
yeah, no, but everybody's trying to keep it cool because like this new company, blah blah blah, and they blow up. They want to be able to continue to do business with them. So yeah, so some of the people in there, like some of them were single for a reason. It's like, guys, if you're dating a woman and she's mean to restaurant people, date's over.
That should just give you an insight to their personality.
Yeah, if they're treating them like that, how are they gonna treat you when they're mad?
Yeah, exactly. That's a big tell.
So yeah, guys, that's just like that's despises me because me working in restaurant industries for years and you Tan working in restaurant industry for years, it's like that burns, that really grinds my gears. It's like
Me too,
seriously,
man.
I was like, really? You gonna talk to them like they're a peasant? It's like, ugh.
I had
I'll
these
tell you.
2 friends come in the restaurant
Mhm.
that I work at, and Not only did they sit at a large table that two people don't need to be at, but her friend was also late. And by the time her friend came in, we were running out of stuff.
Mm.
And they're like, "Do you have this? Oh, you're out of this and this." And they order drinks. And towards the end, I'm like, "Hey, everything okay? Is there anything I can get you?" And they're like, "We don't feel satisfied here. The only good part of us being here were these drinks." I was like, "I'm sorry, man. I can't control our inventory and what we have." I'm like, "I'm not in control of that." She's like, "You guys should have posted that on your social media that you're going to be out of stuff today." I'm like, "Things were out as we went along the day, not as we opened."
Wow, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are so ignorant; they don't know how things work.
They didn't tip, and they just
Oh no, I already knew that was gonna happen. I was like, they're gonna want the most and tip the least.
yeah.
I was like, oh, you want to be like Queen Sheba at the table that's for freaking 5 people and there's only 2 of you,
Yeah.
and you want all this freaking royal service and you want to freaking tip shitty. It's like, come on.
Yeah, and I answered every question. I came to them.
You're trying to accommodate
every time
them.
they looked at me. Yeah, I'm just like, "Oh, sorry. Is there something else I can help?"
Yeah,
you with?"
you're trying like, is there anything I can do? You know, complimentary something
Yeah,
or
I
something
even, I even
extra?
changed something. We even changed something to sub it because we're out of it. Like,
Mhm.
all right, we can give you the ceviche, but it's not going to be a salmon. It's going to be with shrimp. Will you be okay with that? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. I'll try that. Then she like, I didn't like it. I'm like, okay.
Some people just want to complain, man. It's like they like to just have people running through hoops, and it's like,
Yeah, it's funny. Once I see people like that come in, I look at their left hand and I look at their age.
not married.
I'm like, oh, okay.
This is why.
And I want to be like, what kind of dog do you have?
Yeah, exactly.
How do you know I have a dog?
So it's
Just a feeling.
yeah, it's just
That's a feel. You're
seem
in
like
touch with your feelings, right?
yeah. You seem like a dog mom. Yeah.
I just want to work at a restaurant where I can just be rude to people.
Right. Just it was on your mind.
I think I'll be good at it.
Yeah. It's like it's unbelievable, people. So like, yeah, don't date chicks like that. They're the worst.
Also, be kind to people in the service industry. Tip them well.
Exactly.
They don't get paid well.
Yeah, unless it's like a really nice place.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of over the hill chicks at this party.
Mm.
Past their prime, tubbies, of course. And then here and there, he's like, oh, he has some decent looking ones. Like, okay, and then some ones were with somebody. And then, like I said, it was a weird night. I'm telling you, I saw like one chick. She was pretty hot looking. Like,
Single too?
no, she was with somebody.
Of course.
But of course, he was kind of dorky.
yeah.
And she's like flirting with all the guys in there.
In
It
front
was
of him?
weird. Yeah, and she had like the skimpiest, like no bra and like this little tiny little halter top that goes all the way up, man. Like one wrong move, it's gonna be a nip slip.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, and you know what I'm saying? She was definitely there for attention, and I was like,
And
this
that dude is just probably happy to be there with.
yes, just along for the ride. It's like, what a simp.
He's
It's
like, you see what I brought in with me, guys?
yeah, she's like fucking yeah about the like me and the
She's-
manager were talking about that the other night. Was like, yeah, man. I was like, yeah, she's fucking hitting on all the dudes, and then he just
She
walking
went with
around.
you, but she's looking for her next target.
Exactly, ready to monkey branch, hypergamy people.
Exactly. It exists.
It exists. I saw it firsthand. I was like, what is, and he's just like probably some dork techie, just so happy that he got a hot looking chick. And it's like, dude, she's like already trying to upgrade from you, or at least keep you on a leash, and then freaking screw around with other people. I was like, dude, it's like,
She's out of,
I
out
was
of your
like,
league.
yeah, I would feel so embarrassed. And so later on this night, it's like I've seen all this stuff, and then I see people like they doing a little match. They had like some so-so comedians, blah blah blah, and then they did a little match, and then that same chick, black chick in the beginning, she matched up with some Indian dude. I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. They kind of look at each other. It's like, so you guys matched? Like, what do you think? You want to go out and date on a little date and see how it goes? And then she's all looking all weird, and he's like, oh fuck it, I'll do it. And then they did it, and she's like, oh well, she might as well play along with it. I might get something out of it,
Yeah.
So
Well, she was nice, at least.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they sat down and, talked or whatnot. And then later on that night, everybody's feeling themselves. Clock strike 12. And so I saw that same couple in the corner that just met each other, the black girl and the Indian guy. And so I gave them a couple of glasses of champagne. I was like, here you guys go. And then out of nowhere, It's like, oh yeah, you're that guy that was out front giving me a hard time with the pretty eyes. I'm like, oh snap, here we go.
Wait, you were giving her a hard time?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But I,
Yeah.
you know, just but like, in a friendly way.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And I was like, and now you're gonna start hitting on me in front of
Yeah.
your date that you got matched up with
We're
on the
like,
date
man,
nap on the
Focus on your date.
yeah. And I was like, so I was just like, ha ha ha, and then she just kept flirting. I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but how about this nice gentleman that you're sitting down with right now? And he's
Yeah.
sitting there smiling, and
I
I'm
was like,
like,
come on, I'm here too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, so I just kind of just kept it moving and just kind of like ignored it a little bit. But I was like, man, it's hella rude. I wouldn't. That's like the hell.
the
Like,
audacity.
the audacity, man. It's like that's like literally it's like since you didn't like how your date was going, you gonna like try to make him jealous and then try to get attention from me too. I was like,
Yeah.
not falling for it. So I just kept it moving. I was like, whatever.
You gotta
Yeah. So it's like
put them in their place.
yeah, you got to. So seeing that and then seeing the chick acting like a slut, like flirting with hella dudes in front of her date she came there with, and then I let in this one Latino couple. They was a little faded, but they were cool. You know, it was like we're winding down, and it cost like $100 to get in this place.
Dang.
Yeah. So like it was at the end. I asked the people like, so I got some more walk-ins, and they was like, oh, charge $20. I was like, come in, like let him in. He's all juiced about it. I was like, yeah, you guys get complimentary champagne at the end. He's like, yeah. That was like my little selling point to get him in. So they got in, and this girl was all like bad spirits and all being all. They were both, you know, pretty drunk, but she was all being like the, you know, negative Nancy, like, because obviously she's mad about something that he did, of course. Yeah. And so
Didn't look at her the right way.
yeah, exactly. So they come in, and then he has to go pee, so he runs straight to the bathroom. He's like, oh, I'll be back, I go pee, and then all of a sudden she's like sitting chilling with me, and then all of a sudden she's telling me like freaking their life relationship story and stuff. I'm like, oh god, here we go. It's like, hey, got a question, blah blah blah, and then she started talking about different stuff, and it's like he doesn't give me enough attention, doesn't show me this, and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And then it's like he pays attention to his family more than he pays attention to me. And it's like,
Oh no, someone's had their back his whole life.
yeah, exactly. And she's like, I don't have a family. It's like, well, you can have a family with him. Like, you know, like you need to.
Play your cards right, you could be that family.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
But like saying, she was just looking at it in a whole negative way. And I was like, trying to give her some certain advice.
It's that princess mentality.
Yeah, and I was like, and, you know, I was like, you need to communicate this with him. You're talking to a stranger about this stuff. I'm like, you need to talk to him about it. Let him know how you feel, and then
I'm not his
let you.
homeboy.
And if you want to get married, you know what I'm saying, let him know what's up. Like, what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying, to get that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the girls, they don't look introspective to themselves. What that they need to do. There's always blaming the guy.
Yeah.
It's like, you went into a long-term situation. Like, why should I freaking buy the cow down? I'm getting the milk for free.
Yeah.
It's like, why should I put myself through the risk of you changing your mind and divorcing my ass? And, you know, no fault divorce. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Just gonna say that.
It's like, why would I do that? So it's like, a lot of women, they don't understand that. They got to put some effort in. It's like, we talked about this on the last
Yeah.
episode. Like, women, y'all got to put in work too.
Keyword incentive.
Yeah, like you chasing our last name. Like, why would you need to do something to show that you even worthy of getting that ring? You know?
You know, some of them want to keep their name too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's even worse.
Yeah.
And so, and this dude, he seemed like he made money. He's like, he works at the ballpark. He's like one of the top like chefs in like he runs like a lot of the restaurants. He's probably the top sous chef or whatever, or top chef or whatever.
She wants time with somebody. She dated a chef.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're with someone that's gonna be a social person that you're gonna have to share this guy. You're not just gonna have him to yourself.
Yeah.
He makes good money.
And
he's gonna
those people work long hours.
long hours. Chefs work hella long hours. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you're running multiple, you know, part of multiple restaurants. Like, come on. And part of the ballpark for the Giants, like, that's something serious. Like, he makes good money. He's going to be networking with people. And I got his phone number because he was hella cool. He's like, yeah, you're cool, bro. Just take down social media and call me my number. I was like,
cool.
yeah. I was like, yeah, he's cool, man. And I just told her at the end, because he was giving the whole spiel, and I was just like, you need to communicate with him. You don't tell me to communicate with him. And then after they were getting ready to head out, and I was like, it's all about communication. And he overheard me. He's like, yeah, it's all about communication. I was like, yeah, bro.
It's true.
It's like, yeah, she's like pouting, but she's not saying what she really wants.
Yeah.
She's afraid to, because she knows she
Well, yeah.
fucking waited too long. She's over the hill. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you should have let it be known in the beginning. And I was telling her that before he came back. I was like, hey, you gotta let it be known in the beginning and be honest. What do you want? Y'all be afraid to rock the boat because y'all happy the way things are and you don't want to scare them off. But you need to be clear. If a guy's not trying to get married, you need to move on and not waste your time. You're a woman. You don't have the time to waste like we do. We can freaking waste times up into our 40s and sometimes 50s, and then we'll freaking turn that shit around.
Yeah.
You know, when women, y'all don't have that time. Y'all got to figure it out now. You know,
Yeah,
so
biological clock versus financial
biological
clock.
is ticking. You know,
Mhm.
so yeah, and so it's like she probably I don't know if she probably have a kid. I'm not sure, but you know, her body type was like, you never
Yeah,
know.
it's questionable.
Yeah, questionable. So who knows? But
Stay puffed.
but she wasn't. She was not married with this dude, and she was just in a long-term situationship.
Was dude a good looking dude?
You know, he's an average dude, but like
Okay.
you know, it's different for us. If you get make some money,
Good attitude. Yeah, sure.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. He had the typical like slick, you know, Guido type
Yeah.
look, you know. So, but you know what I'm saying. He was his personality. Definitely, you could tell he was one of the ones that like,
It shines, huh?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then she was just so dim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they're
she's
like
a bit of a
definite
drag.
Opposites attract. Then.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
definitely a drag, and she was like,
So they play off each other.
she
probably.
yeah, exactly. And so she needs to understand that she can't be always center of attention. She has to compete. And they don't want to compete. They
No, they
want
don't.
all the time to themselves. And it's like, no, we gotta focus on our purpose and what we're doing first, and then you like maybe third or fourth on the list.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be. If y'all put you number one, you're gonna lose interest. It's just like a cat, man.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta keep dangling the little yarn ball away. You just can't keep it right there. They're gonna be like, I'm done, I'm bored. It's too easy.
Yeah, get that brass ring.
Yeah. So just thought that was interesting. And that's not it. After that couple, I had another couple come up to me.
Mm.
This other couple was an Asian couple.
How Asian are we talking?
Okay, chick least first generation. The other guy, second generation for the girl, and the other guy could be first. You know what I'm saying? But his
Okay.
English was good. You
All
know.
right.
And so they were talking, having their little thing, and I'm just like still at the door, whatnot, and then I hear certain things that catch my attention. It's like, you don't communicate with me, and you don't share your feelings. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I'm like, uh-oh. I stood up. I was like, oh, here's something I have to get interject into
Where you're
again.
like, you don't want that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you don't want that, and so I had to just interject. I was like, oh no. It's like, no, he doesn't want to do that. He can't do that. He's a guy. We're different from women. We can't emote to you like that, like we're your girlfriend. And she was like, huh? I was like, explain more. And I was like, well, yeah. It's like men and women are different. Like men, we have a hard life. We have to be y'all rock. Like we have to be stoic. We can't be showing our emotions and being vulnerable around you like that because you're gonna lose interest. You're gonna lose attraction for us. And she was like, really? I'm not like that. Like, no, I'm like, I've seen plenty of times where like women say, oh, like share your feelings with me, be vulnerable with me. And as soon as the guy be vulnerable with the girl, like all of a sudden she's like, I don't know what it was, but I just lost attraction for him. I didn't look at him the same way no more.
You knew what it was.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And so
Saw this dude break down and cry in front of you. Or
exactly.
Be weak,
Yeah, it's
and
like
you saw him as weak.
exactly. It's like we
Yeah.
can't do that, y'all. We don't know. And I was talking like we don't know what's too much. Like we would not like to do that and let our guard down, but we can't because as soon as we do that, we y'all lose respect for us or y'all use it against us later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what like you got one time, ladies. Like if you don't show that like we can show certain things with you or talk about things that happen to us at work or our day, we're not gonna ever show you that ever.
I tried doing that in my last relationship.
It didn't work.
Yeah, I told, very personal things, and then later on, she threw it against me, used it as a weapon towards me. So,
Yeah.
yeah, never share that.
Yeah.
If you need to let some stuff go, talk to your homeboys.
Yeah. You gotta keep
Homeboys will listen. That's
an
what
air
we
of
do.
mystery about yourself. You
Yep.
can't give them too much because women they get bored too easy. As
True.
soon as they think they figured you out, they're bored now.
When I was dating in my earlier 20s, man, girls used to tell me all the time, they're like, I can't read you. I don't know what you I don't really know what you want or who you are. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's attractive to them. Women are
yeah.
weird, man.
And they
Like
keep trying to figure out.
yeah,
So I'm like, oh, maybe I should change. So
no,
like
don't
later
change.
on, I started being more open because they saw me as closed off, and they didn't want that shit either.
Yeah,
Because most of my relationships like that, where I was more truthful in it, they ended quicker.
yeah. See what I'm
So
saying? Like, it's like no, women want to air mystery. You gotta keep them guessing. They like the emotional roller coaster, man. It sucks for guys that we have to live like that. We would want to just be honest, but like women can't handle the truth.
yeah.
It's like
And actually, I was saying this right now. Some women will listen to this and be like, oh, that's manipulation.
manipulation. No, it's not
Yeah.
manipulation.
No,
It's
it's not.
like it's in other ways it's y'all because like
It's
you tell us to give you something and then y'all can have something on us later.
it's called playing the rules of the game.
Yeah, we have to. And then yeah, I was telling that girl, it's like, yeah, it's like he has to be a certain type of way with you. It's like men, we do everything for y'all. It's like we don't show the love the same way how you want us to show the love. We show love through our actions. That's what I was telling her. I was like, we show everything through our actions. Like we willing to go fight the dragon, go to work every day, work long hours, and provide for our family. That's us showing our love. And it's just like it was like she never heard nothing like that before. I'm like, wow, what the hell's going on in our school system and the new generation? I
It's
was
more
like,
like Asian parents being like, don't rely on no man. You gotta
yeah, you go to
gotta
school
take care.
education.
Yep. You gotta
go
have
to
your own
college.
stuff.
You're gonna be a dentist or a doctor or a
Yeah.
lawyer.
I think it's like maybe how Indian culture is. How
It's like that too.
it's like a business arrangement mostly.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. It's like, wow, it's like she never heard this stuff before and didn't understand this is how men operate. I'm like, wow. It's like
That's the
this the feminist indoctrination, man. It's like they think we are supposed to be the same and we're not.
Yeah. A lot of times women, they only know what they want,
Mm-hmm.
and they barely know what they want usually.
Yeah.
But
So-
they know what they want at the moment, but they don't know what men want.
Exactly. It's like,
You
but
ask
that's
them what they want, they have a whole big
whole list.
of
Yeah.
shit, and then they ask, "What was the guy want?" They're like, I don't know, sex.
it's the same thing I want. Like, sex and chicks that's driven and
Boss babe.
that makes money, that's independent,
we
hardworking.
we know that your money's your money.
Yeah, and it's like you're describing a dude.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't sound anything like what a girl would be. It's like their whole mindset is just warped, man. They think that we want the same thing they want. It's like no, we want
Yeah.
the exact opposite. Remember, opposites
Yeah,
attract.
They watch those rom-coms and those magazines. They
Mhm.
read that all that shit. It's all brainwashed,
Brainwashing for sure.
pre-programmed.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not what we want, ladies. We want the exact opposite of what we are. So get that to your heads. Like you can still be smart, you can still be educated.
Yeah.
That's
being friendly
extra.
and fit.
Yeah, that's extra. Like it looks first, and then we look at everything else later. Like we have to be able to be attracted to you first, and then
To stand being around you.
yeah, stand being around you, like be our peace and not be annoying. It's like yeah, just be quiet, sit down. It's like it's very simple. It's like we got to fight the dragon and fight the world. We don't want to come home and fight you too.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. So yeah, that was like the three couples I had interaction with. The crazy black lady coupling up with the Indian dude, crazy Latino couple, and the Asian couple at the end. And the other couple was a black couple. They were cool. They was pretty chill. Like they came there together and they were no problem. They ended up tipping me another security guy there. I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. So they were cool. They were classy. They were So I had no problems with them. And yeah. So I thought it was an interesting night. It was like couples night. And then a couple of interesting people, especially like the slutty chick with her dude, and then
Well, it was
the
New Year's
crazy
Eve.
black girl, and then the Latino couple's like, whoa, like that chick had drama. I was like, whoa, bro, like yeah, he has to deal with a lot. That's why he ain't married her. It's like it was just too much stuff with her. And then the Asian couple, I think they could have been already married already, but she's just like not understanding why he has to be so closed off and stoic. It's like, yeah, y'all can't handle. We give you too much, man. Y'all take it and run. It's like it'd be too much, and you lose traction, or you try to save something for later for another argument.
Yeah.
Have something on us
Some ammo.
to embarrass us or something. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. But I thought it was interesting that what really stood out for me was people knew there was something wrong. They knew there wasn't just something they didn't get, and they was trying to talk it out. So that's what I thought it was like. They want something new, and some people are trying to wake up a little bit. I don't know. What you think? see some type of glimmer of hope because like we got more people that's getting into the manosphere and the red pill.
I think,
Conversations are starting to get talked about more mainstream.
yeah.
You know, we got like, you know, Rolo Tomasi, he just got on Dr. Phil. You know what I'm saying? You know, Pearl is blowing up crazy. Got Andrew Tate and Brittany Winter on her show. It's like a lot of different guys. You got the Red Pill Lions that got help started by Rolo Tomasi. So we got a lot of different guys out there, you know, pushing you know, the manosphere, Red Pill, and of course, the late great man himself, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
He
Rest in peace.
definitely got the conversation started, along with you know Fresh and Fit, and then when Andrew Tate took the void left by Kevin Samuels, because he was already coming up, because he was already getting exposure from Fresh and Fit. But once Kevin passed, like Andrew Tate instantly filled that void. Like he just was all over the internet. So thought that was interesting for the recap for 2022 of the Manosphere. Like
Yeah.
he had like Rolo, like I said, Rolo, Red Pill Lions, Coach Red Adams was blowing up more, Donovan Sharp, Valuetainment, Roommates, what is Value Money with Size Cast, and what is it? Who else? Oh, Lapeef Network, even DJ Academics, he been doing hella stuff.
Yeah.
MTR, Rich
MTR,
Cooper.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, MTR,
Big
Rich
fan.
Cooper, O'Shea Duke. We're just throwing our shots out. These are like the leaders of the Red Pill and the Manosphere for sure. Who we got? Like C. Zed, the Coffee Pot. You got No Jumper, and then of course, trial of the year is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Like we
Yeah.
learned a lot with that. You know, that kind of shed a light to believe all women. Like, don't do it.
Yeah.
They lie
Don't
too.
believe them blindly like that.
Yeah, it's like they lie too, you know. So that's like this is why we have like the Manosphere and the Red Pill, because we have to shine light to these things because no one's hearing the man side of the story, you know.
Yeah. We need to be heard.
So this is a new year, new beginning. We got the conversation started, but the fight ain't over. Like it's just like, you know what I'm saying. It's just the beginning because
It's going to be continued fight.
yeah, it's because they're just like. They're fighting tooth and nail, man. They're not trying to give it up. You know, they've been having their way for so long, and it's like they've been fighting tooth and nail to give it up. But we got the conversation started. We're getting mainstream light on it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so I think this is gonna be a good. It's like still gonna be a tough year, but I think just like if you play your cards right and put the work in, it's like it can be a better year for you, a new beginning. I believe. You know.
Yeah.
But the people, they gotta put the work in. They gotta hold themselves accountable. And understand what the problem is and fix it, you know? You got to acknowledge that there is a problem, you know? If you're not getting the results you want, maybe you got to change something.
Yeah. It's not always a man's fault.
Yeah, seriously.
Something not right, man's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not you at all. Your attitude's fine.
It's like, so if you don't, like, you know, they said it's going to be, by 2030, it's going to be a whole bunch of single women with no kids. Like, it's like, how do you want to live, ladies? Like, do you want live a life with, you know, dogs and cats, box wine, ice cream, and chocolate, or do you want to have some serious, real companionship and have a family? Like, what do you want? You know?
Yeah, companionship with another human or
Exactly.
companionship with a dog.
Yeah, or a cat that's going to eat you when you die.
Yeah.
At least the dog won't eat you. They'll be laying right next to you, sad, and be starving to death with you, and while you dead. But the cat will eat your ass.
No matter how much you feed it.
Yeah, it's like the cat will eat you. The dog will be literally sad. The cat's
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Whatever. Food now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, ooh, it
You
irritates good.
taste spiteful.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I thought this year was very interesting. You got even Brittany Renner. She's trying to see the light now. Like, please, somebody save me. Like, no.
She either trying to see light or seeing the light and the money that it's making.
I was getting ready to say that because another person said that too. It's like maybe
Yeah.
she's just trying to capitalize. Like, well, I might as well try to still get some money and you know. But she wants somebody too. You know, she's just hit 30, and she's like,
Of all the people she had, she wants one.
no, like she's seen her DMs dry up, bro.
Mm.
It happens to all the best of them, man. Once they
she's
start,
30.
yeah, the options just start. She's like, what's going on? Why ain't nobody?
It's like Barney Stinson said, man. 30. Oof. Stay away.
Stay away. No, but it's not just that. Like, cause she's very attractive, man. She's a hot chick, bro. even for 30. But what it is the baggage that comes with her.
Yeah.
She messed up her past. Like she has a bad reputation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's
You
known
can be with
for
her, just don't tell her anything.
she's known for you know,
Make 'em-
publicly telling everybody's information on pillow talk
Yeah,
and whatnot.
Make up an alias when you date her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like she didn't put their names in there, but people could kind of figure out who she was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't do as bad as Superhead did. And Superhead giving names
Yeah.
and penis size and everything. I'm like, God damn, bitch, what kind of
Yeah.
you are a serious man hater. Like those type of women, they want to find a lonely simp and catch them before they could be their little cuck.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's her was her last relationship. Superhead, she had some dude. She's like, yeah, I went out of town for like 3 days or some shit like that, and like I went and fucked around some other people, and then my man he was at home, and I was telling him on my way back, and he had my bath water waiting for me. I'm like, oh my god, what a simp. I was like, really, bro? It's like, ugh, I couldn't. After you just got banged out for someone, you gonna run some bath water for this chick after she just like no. So yeah, but that's what happens, guys. You got to make your money. If
Yuck.
you want to be a guy like that, like you know what I'm saying, be some dude that's gonna be a yes man to some old chick past her prime. Like no.
I'm good.
So yeah. So you had the Brittany Renner trying to see the light. So we'll see how long that lasts. But she sounds good. Like that Tate and Pearl interview really like shook her up because she's been going across a lot of different interviews and she's starting to realize like maybe I did do something wrong. Like she's been going, you know, she's
Hopefully it's that.
yeah, she's been fighting tooth and nail. She's like realizing that no, you need to have more than just your looks and your sexuality to keep a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, have a good attitude.
Attitude, and you can't be selfish.
Values.
Yeah. And then like and going after the wrong type of dudes, like there's not gonna be faithful. Like NBA players, like no. And he's younger than you. Like he's trying to still sow his oats.
Yeah.
He's already like willing to say, okay, I'll marry you, or I'm about to, you know, at least give you a kid, and you gonna stay in the house with me. You should have took that. You couldn't handle him being a man, a high value man that's gonna step out. You thought your box was good enough, and it's like no, it's not.
No, you know what?
He just starting out on his. You know, he
A lot
has
of girls
to.
have the box.
Yeah, he has to enjoy his life too. You know, so this is how it works. So I just thought that was interesting, seeing that. Like, I mean, that was like, check that out. Pearl, Just Pearly Things, Andrew Tate, and Brittany Renner interview. Awesomeness. And it had a couple other girls on there from the UK, which are super masculine as well. So yeah, so
Yum.
yeah, exactly, yeah, yum for sure. So I thought that was a nice cap, recap of the year of like people that really made an impact or different stories. You know, even Brittany Griner, that was a terrible trade.
Yeah.
I was like,
Horrible
really?
trade.
But you know, it is what it is. You know, but
Guy is so
they at least could have
arms.
got that other guy out with her. You know what I'm saying? You think that'd be a fair trade? Like at least get 2 Americans out for that one guy that's a really bad guy.
Yeah, that doesn't equate.
You know, just
Yeah.
for one chick. You know, so whatever. But you know, at least she's home
And
safe.
One who like didn't like the values of the U.S.
Yeah. So no, I think did she say that?
Yeah, she's like,
Really? What'd she say? Oh, that's probably why they made her squirm for her. Like, tell me. I didn't hear that.
She didn't care about the rights that we had here. Like, I forget exactly what it was. I can't quote it.
Oh, well, she
Yeah.
should be appreciative now because she'll go over there, get on some real small time stuff that would be over here and got sent literally to the goulash.
Exactly.
Doing hard labor. Like,
That's why
yeah.
everybody's matter. Like, oh,
So you
didn't like
okay, girl? You
American
want to be
values,
a
but
man?
You want America to save you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you want to be a man? Here, they gonna show you because like they don't play about the LBG stuff, LBGTQ in Russia. They don't play.
Yeah.
Like they want you to be your masculine man and your feminine woman. They don't play over
They'll
there.
treat you like a man.
Yeah, so I know she had hard times in there. Who knows what
Oh.
other stuff happened in
Yeah,
there?
how long was she in there for?
Ooh, man, some months now, almost a year.
Hope she learned something.
Yeah, I definitely think it humbled her for sure.
Hope she loves America now.
Cause
She
did you
owes
see her
America,
kiss Kevin Durant?
Yeah,
That
I
was
saw
pretty
that.
crazy. He's like,
Yeah,
hey
it's
man,
like-
what you doing?
He was like, bro, get off me.
Yeah, it's like, come on now, like, you lucky I like you. So I thought that was pretty funny. It's like, yeah, locked up for a while. Like, don't let these lesbian girls fool you, man. They gotta have
They
that
need to
one
be
time a year.
Dig down too.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So
I know. Been with a couple.
Yeah, so and she's not a bad looking chick, but she just got all butched up and tattoos and stuff. So whatever, live your life, girl. But
Live your best life.
yeah, but be humble. I think she's humble now for sure.
Yeah, but how long is that gonna last?
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, dude, you went to Russian freaking camp, bro.
Yeah.
you
Well,
can't
that
get much.
doesn't change you.
Yeah, you can't get much worse than that, man. I think she values her freedom a whole bunch better now. So I would think that that's a life changing experience for sure. You got anything else to add for this year? Anything you might have learned or had experience or seen happen that's kind of like, that stood out for you this past
Just
2022?
dating, man. Just it's not the same as it was.
Yeah.
Like this past relationship was like tough.
Mm,
Like I mean,
draining.
it's very draining.
Uh,
Like anything, like I tried opening up because they wanted to open up too. I'm like, I'm at that age. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Fuck it, give it a chance. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Don't
Took
do
it
it.
as ammunition and just threw it back at me whenever we had an argument.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Well, I'm not gonna work for this anymore. You stick around for as long as it lasts.
Yeah, you just kind of shut off after that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Asian dude did. He just kind of shut off because it's like he's just after a while, you just get tired of getting nagged at and bullshit.
Mhm.
So you just like, whatever. And that's when he's like, you're not opening after me.
At that point, it's like, what are
Whatever.
we gonna do about?
Yeah, I did that. It was still not enough. And
I'm like, the door's right there. You can
Yeah.
go. I'm kind of just done.
yeah, you checked out already. So
Yeah.
that's how it is. Sometimes, like, you can really drive a man away, ladies. So you got to understand that. It's your attitude.
Yeah. It kind of made me want to be just by myself for a while.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is a new year. So I say new beginnings. Like, let's learn from the mistakes from last year and not repeat that stuff, and not bring it into the new year with you.
Yeah. Get your money up. Get your fitness up.
You know,
Get your health right.
you know what I'm saying? Last year you was a caterpillar. Like, this year it's time to be the butterfly. It's time to spread them wings and do something different. So yeah, that's what I think, man. Like, I think there's people they want something different. I think they're getting tired of the mainstream narrative. They got tired of the cough cough.
A lot of them don't realize that they're stuck with that narrative, and there's something else. You can get out of it.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't know how to. You know,
Yeah.
they've been doing things
Just
the
stuck
same
there.
way
They
for
think-
so long. You
They
know?
think that's it. They
Yeah.
think that's the only.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say, go out, look for mentors, find somebody that you look up to, that you look up to what they do or their lifestyle, or you want to get to a place they're trying to get to, or they already are at. You need to talk to that person, ask for some advice,
Yeah.
and
Man,
don't be afraid.
ask other men.
Ask
How
other
to be a
men.
man. Don't ask dating advice from a woman.
No. And not only that, like, if you have to, pay for someone's time, because sometimes everybody's time ain't for free, so pay for some type of coaching. Find a way that you're gonna do something that's gonna better yourself. Even if you just do 1% a day, man, that's like you're getting better every day.
Yeah. Do little things here and there to get your goal.
Yeah, just get little pluses every day, and you'd be surprised how far you can go.
To our lady audience out there, know what you want. That's good. Also, try to figure out what a guy wants in a relationship.
Totally. Yeah.
You know, if a guy wants a wife, take the steps out to learn how to be a wife.
totally.
Like, do you know how to cook? Ask yourself if you really know how to cook. Like, do you have a recipe book
Exactly.
handed down so you know how to cook these recipes that he can't get anywhere else?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
if you don't have one handed down, you got to make one and create a new tradition, a new
Yeah.
legacy. So that stuff is important. Like, y'all think that we value all this boss babe stuff. Like, no, we value the old school traditional stuff. We just want you to be a girly girl and be our sunshine. That's all we ask for. We don't ask for much because we got to battle the dragon in the world. We don't want to come home and battle you too.
Yeah, men want to leave a legacy, and they want someone who can match that and share in that partnership.
Exactly. It's like, men build the world for you, ladies. Like, we have all these amenities here. Men build it. So don't discredit your average dude, your electrician, your plumbers, your construction workers, your
Yeah.
cab drivers.
They
Your,
manage shit, and
yeah.
they're not worth anything.
it's like, these are people that's going to be there when you're in trouble, when you need help. Your mechanics. These are the guys that keep the world running. The electricians, the electricity that we are using, the water that we're drinking and bathing in. We need the average man for that. These guys are the ones that keep the ball running on this world. So, and the top guys know this. The guys that are in the offices, they know the world wouldn't be nothing without the average man because they keep this stuff running. So don't disrespect the average man. You'd be surprised. He may not be a high value man, but that man still brings value. So y'all have to understand that. So this is a new year and new beginnings. Let's try something new out. And if you're a lady that, possibly hit the wall, maybe you got to lower your standards. You can't get the same guy you could have got at 22, at 32. You got to do something different. Maybe you need to go with the average dude or just slightly above average dude, 50, 60,000, 70,000. That should be your range. And even a guy that makes 70,000, a lot of people wish they can make that type of money. So don't discredit guys like that. You can't just only just looking for the fast and easy lifestyle. Everybody can't provide that. Everybody can't be a stay-at-home mom. 70% of women in the United States have to work with their husband. They don't. That's a luxury to be a stay-at-home mom. So
Yeah, it's called a partnership. And if you are married and you're in that position, know your role.
know your role. Shut your mouth.
Exactly.
If
If he's working all day and he's providing for you, you can't complain that he doesn't clean up after himself or you don't get to spend enough time with him because he's providing something and you're supposed to provide something back. And that's you taking care of the home and the kids if you have any.
Yeah, totally.
I know this firsthand because I've seen marriages collapse because someone didn't know the role, and it was, sadly say, it was the female of this couple. Because
sounds kind of close to home to me.
it was very close to home.
Yeah.
Her husband was a lawyer.
Yeah. I know the story.
And she complained. She stayed home all day. I know because I had to be there to take care of my nephews.
Uh-oh.
She was just stuck on her phone.
Uh-oh. This sounds like it's really close. Uh-oh, you said nephew.
Going to
Dun,
soul,
dun,
going to
dun.
soul cycle.
Yeah.
And then she just complained, like, oh, he doesn't do anything for me. I'm like, what do you mean? You can make it very clean. Keep the house clean. That's all I ask you. Keep the house clean, have dinner on the table, and make sure the kids are okay. Barely did that because we took care of the kids.
Yeah, see, your former brother-in-law messed up.
Yeah,
He didn't set no ground rules. He didn't vet your sister good enough. Like you gotta vet these women, and you gotta let it know what you gotta give these girls a job because what do they call it?
Pay for her school.
Idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you can't have your girl just at home with nothing to do. You need to have her girl with some projects. She needs to be running some errands. She's like, here, you need to make a list for her. I need you to do this, this, this. You need to have her busy. She needs to be doing activities so she don't have no time to get her ass in trouble and do something stupid and cheat on you. Like you need to have her doing activities that's gonna be productive for the mission. I've learned that from my dad. Like my stepmom, she stays busy.
Yeah,
Like she's working with the company and help building their empire. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep your girl busy. She can't just out here be sitting there on Peggy Bunny sitting on the couch watching soap operas, eating bonbons.
Yeah.
That's a road to disaster.
It is.
She needs to have some feel like she's contributing to the family in a certain type of way, and then keep her busy so she don't get bored. Women get bored easy. They need to have do something they doing, make sure they're productive.
She's definitely one of those people, and she had like friends. Or one friend who was like her echo chamber. She was like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, and was that friend single?
Yep.
Single women keep women single.
Hated the husband because she.
Yeah, no,
took her
that's
away.
called jealousy. Cause she bagged the lawyer and she's alone and don't have nobody. Did she have a pet too?
I mean, if you call multiple boyfriends who don't work.
Okay,
out for her pets.
so I'm gonna use a UK slang. She was a slag. That's that. If you don't know what that slag is, US people, that's pretty much a 304 in the UK, a slag. So obviously she was hanging out with a slag that was jealous that she bagged a high value dude, and just was putting poison in her ear. It's like, oh, he should treat you better. He should have more time for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's
exactly
like
what it was.
he's a lawyer. Lawyer ain't got no time. He's gonna be handling cases and bringing home the bacon.
Before I was realizing all this, I was watching it, and I was thinking, okay, well, how would he have time to do that if he's continuously working at work? Then he comes home to work more until he's like dead tired, goes to sleep, wakes up early, probably gets like 5 hours of sleep, maybe less.
That's yeah. I would say even less, man.
And
Like maybe
go,
four or
and
5
does
hours
it
sleep.
again.
Yeah,
And she expects him to like come home, read the kids a story, take them a bath and everything.
that's
I'm
your
like-
job. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, how does he have time for that? I'm like, man, being a husband's hard. I don't know if I want to do that. That
See-
was young me thinking. I'm
Yeah. See. Yeah.
watching
So
all
yeah.
this,
Yeah.
observing.
So you had some bad examples that kind of yeah. Now I see why you're super put off from it. It's because like yeah, your sibling was a bad example of showing what a wife should be.
Yeah, all day she's on her phone. Funny story. I'm gonna be petty for a little bit.
Okay.
Before the smartphones came out,
Okay.
like I was in college, and I was visiting her because I felt like I owed it to her to help out. And I came over because I bought the new iPhone with
Okay.
some of my loan money. I was like excited about it. My sister looked at me all funny. She's like, "Why'd you buy that? It's stupid."
Oh,
Why you need
God.
that? I'm like, because it's a computer in my pocket. I was smart at the time. I knew what I had. I'm like, I could watch YouTube on the go. I don't be tied to my computer watching YouTube. And she's like, all right, whatever.
Oh God.
A couple years later, like when it wasn't exclusive to AT&T, they bought iPhones. And then when I come over there, they're fucking on their phones the whole time. I'm like, stupid, huh?
What did she say?
She's like, oh, I remember saying that. I'm like, uh-huh. I'm like, I remember that because that hurt. Like, I'm big on technology, so, and I was excited about it, and then you made me feel stupid for purchasing something like that. So,
Yes, it's a total gaslighting, shame, insult, guilt, and it needs to be right. That's just like the prime sign language tactics.
like, I'll never forget that.
It's like it's like I would like to meet your sister, man. I would just like to say some good things to like catch her in her stuff when she hits her little gaslighting.
Love to see that, but
Oh,
man, I
man.
would never want to talk to her.
That's sad, man.
Like-
It's like we can't pick our own family, man. It's terrible, man. So, yeah. Every time he tells a story about his sister, man, it gets me mad. It's like, man, she really sounds really mean, man. Did she bully you when you was coming up as a kid?
Yeah, man. She made my high school career like terrible. So in middle school, I was like that cute kid, kind of had long hair. Girls liked it. Thought I was cute. Like I grew my hair out that summer. I was excited. I'm like, oh, I get it braided and everything. And she's like, you can't go to my school like that. Like my friends are gonna be like, who's this kid with the long hair? And she's like, you look junky. And so she her and my mom agreed, like, we're gonna shave your head.
Oh God.
So I was like, really? I'm like, I don't want it. She's like, no. It's like, I swear you're not gonna be around me. I'm like, I don't want to be around you. I don't know your social circle of friends. Like, why would it matter?
I don't care anyway.
Yeah. So they sat me down to shave my head, and I went to that school, new school basically. When you're going from middle school to high school, it's basically like a new school.
Yeah.
Looking broke, and everybody's like, "Who's this kid? Shaved head." Like I had to rebuild everything.
That
Ground
is
up.
so messed up.
And later on, I'm like, "Hey, you made me shave my head for high school." I'm like, "That fucked up my freshman year." She's like, "Yeah, I don't know why I did that."
No, she did know why she did that. She was jealous. She didn't want you to have a better high school.
She didn't want me to embarrass her. That's what it was.
No, it wouldn't embarrass her. She didn't want you to be more popular than her, bro. That's how deep I think it was, man. If she was popular in high school, she didn't want you to be popular because you had the long hair and she knew girls was gonna like that shit, bro. That's what I feel, bro. And then your mom was co-signing with that because she don't want her baby boy to be, grow up too fast.
They did the same thing to my brother.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's the way you hold. This is why men are needed. Like, women will do things. It's not intentional, but I had similar things that happened to me that it shot my confidence, bro. Coming up,
Yeah,
bro.
me too.
It's like because it makes you uncertain when women gaslight you when you're not sure how things are supposed to be and you're trying to figure things out naturally, and if you don't get a confidence from your closest people that's around you, it's gonna screw you up. It's like, well, dang, well, if they're saying that and this is my mom and my sister,
Yeah.
then what,
You're supposed to trust those people.
Yeah, and it's gonna throw your confidence off completely, man. So
I think that year was rough. Like I got picked on and bullied because it looked like I had no style. Like they got rid of all my baggy clothes. They're like, "Oh, you're in high school now. You can't dress like that." I'm like, these people still dress like that. Got rid of my clothes. Like I had these whack ass jeans and this hand me down Gap shirt. It sucked.
That's
Like I had my
terrible,
own
bro.
style in middle school, and they just got rid of it and just killed it.
That's cool. That's not cool, man. Like it's like you had your own individuality or you were comfortable with, man, and you're gonna have you start out like that and awkward. That's stunted your growth, man.
It
And
did.
I'm surprised that you was able
It
to get
did.
that
And,
back.
and on top of that, it was her senior year. You know what? She only did like 2 or 3 months, and then she like, I don't know, got depressed or something. Didn't want to go to school. She wasn't even there the whole year. I was like,
Yeah, but she didn't want you to be popular, bro.
yeah, see ya now.
Oh my God, that's it's like, hey man, that's why hindsight is 2020, man. It's like if we can turn back the hands of times with the knowledge we have now, bro. Oh my God.
If I knew then what I know now, I probably would have saved that marriage.
Yeah,
I would have told her, hey, this is the role of the wife. Like, you got all this, you're getting taken care of, and you're not putting in your part. You're expected to have the bag. She literally got the bag, and it didn't work out. She wanted more or something. I don't know.
self-sabotage, bro. She knew she
Yes.
wasn't worthy of what she was getting.
She got the Birkin bag, bro.
No, but I'm just saying, a lot of women's they will self-sabotage because they know they don't deserve the treatment they're getting. Some women do that too, bro.
Nah, I feel like she expected more, and he was like, "You don't deserve more."
Okay, he finally started waking
Yeah.
up. Mm.
'Cause I think he saw through the bullshit and was like, "This ain't worth it."
Yeah, it's like, what am I getting out of this?
All they did was bicker and fight, and she like, growing up in the household with me, you know, we used to cap on each other, so she was good at that, and she'd tear him down all the time.
But that's what happens when you give up too many secrets to the lady, and they use it against you
Yep.
later on.
Pretty
Oh
much, guys, keep
man,
that shit secret.
yeah, man.
Act like every day is a first date. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to find out about my video games or something.
So yeah, guys. So damn, dude, that's like, man, that's tough, man.
Yeah, so always use that as an example for anybody who wants to be married. Just know the roles of a relationship and a marriage.
Did you go to school in Alameda?
Yeah.
Alameda High.
No, I went to Encinal.
Okay.
Yeah. Encinal, and then I fucked up enough to go to Island, which was the continuation high school.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. But then, how long did it take you to get your junior high swag back, man? Like what? Junior, senior year?
Yeah, junior, senior year.
Oh my God.
And
She stunted your growth. You could have been like the popular dude from freshman year.
I was like,
That could have built your status, bro. Like
I
you
was
coulda-
well known. Like, people knew me, so I don't know. I just
but you could have been starting off like that, and it would have
Yeah.
been your confidence. It would have been better. It would have took you longer to build it up. You know what I'm saying? You would have had it then coming in from junior high. Say, oh, who this dude with the long hair and the style?
out of my circle of friends, man, I was like the only dude who was like knew how to talk to girls and get the number and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I remember this dude used to just talk shit about me. He found out I went to prom at the better high school, and I was a junior, and it was their senior prom.
That's a
And
big
he looked
flex.
at me different. He was like, "Oh, hey man, what's up?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's a big flex, bro.
What
It's
you
like,
want?"
damn, you went to senior prom and you're a junior.
Yeah,
that's a big deal in high school.
yeah, I did. I didn't even go to mine. I'm like, this school's broke.
Yeah,
I
that's
went
what I'm
to the
saying.
better school.
That's a flex, cause like with my security jobs, I see that all the time with different sister schools or whatever. You know, all these little Catholic high schools
Yeah,
and
it sounds
whatnot.
petty now, but that was high school.
Yeah, so no, yeah, like I'm saying, in the high school world, those little trinkets like that stuff was big flexes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then being a popular guy like that, you know, in the child world, that's big stuff. So like to get that stuff stunted, man, like you bounce back real, man.
Limo and everything. It was nice.
Yeah, but I'm saying you bounce back well, man, cause like they stunted your growth a little bit, bro. You could have had a,
Yeah. Sometimes with that much success, though, you get hated on.
yeah.
I remember I used to get numbers all the time at the mall. They're like, "Fuck, look, I want to bring him. He gets all the girls' numbers." I'm like, "Well, you got to just talk to girls and get the number."
Right.
It's
So
not hard.
yeah,
I don't know. It's hard for me now, but we're older.
yeah,
Things have changed.
yeah. No, it's gonna happen, bro. It's happening right now, man. We're gonna blow up, man. We're gonna do this, and we're showing everybody that we're just normal guys too. Like we go through the same problems everybody go through out here. We ain't no Andrew Tate or anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? We're working our way up just like everybody else. But you gotta put your dues in. We all have to put that work in to become the best version of ourselves. And this is the new year, so start leading by example. Like do what it takes to to be a little bit better than what you were last year, a little bit better than what you were yesterday. You know, it's
Yeah.
like just keep it going and quit crying and complaining because there's people out there that got it way worse than you. You know,
Don't be shy. Everybody's
got
just
those-
the same, you
You
know.
had those poor girls that my man Tan turned down on OK Cupid with no legs. You know.
They got legs. They just, you know, they weren't working.
Okay. But okay, they're still chair bound, you know. So I would say lead by example. Be the change that you want the world to be, you know? Like quit making excuses. Like get out there and do something different. Join a gym membership. Get yourself and if you can't afford a gym membership, do some push-ups. Do something consistent that's positive every day and you'd be surprised that you'll run into a new positive routine, you know?
Have somebody in mind you want to be, and just be that person. No
Yeah,
one's stopping you.
watch certain videos, motivational videos. Study the people that are positive and successful. Study what do they do. Oh, these people read all the time. Oh, these people challenge themselves all the time. You got to find out what it takes to be those top caliber people
Yeah,
and put that work in. Yeah,
know that it's okay to fail.
yeah.
A lot of those people, they failed more times than they succeeded. I mean,
Exactly.
look at Dwayne Johnson.
Exactly. Like he thought he was going to be a professional football player and go all the way through. He got injured and then he turned it into a whole different career and got into the family business. And look at him, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, most known. You know, now he's the top movie star actor. He branched off, just kept going better and better. Use what he was doing as a stepping stone, go to the next level, branch off into something
he
new.
leveled up his acting.
Exactly. That's
Look at-
that's the key. Yeah, that's
look
what
at,
that's
look at
what
one of
kept.
his first gigs. It was Star Trek Voyager. He played some.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
He played some alien like.
Yeah, he's a
arena
wrestler,
warrior.
fighter. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little ring guy. Yeah, so I thought that like you gotta put that work in, and he used wrestling as a stepping stone. Okay, I can make some money, get some exposure from this. I'm gonna take some acting classes so I can perfect my craft in wrestling, and then use it into Hollywood. And look at him now,
Yeah, like
highest paid
he
actor.
was so good at wrestling, interviews and stuff. So he was
Exactly.
entertaining enough that Saturday Night Live wanted him.
That should
So
tell
he
you
did
something.
Saturday Night Live, and that's what kind of made him go, "Oh, I'm getting good at this. I'm gonna start doing this now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So-
stop messing up my body."
Exactly. So, like, you got to start somewhere. You just gotta take the action. Quit, procrastinating and thinking about it. And okay, yeah, you got to plan and strategize. But then after you do that, it's time to put the work in and lead with some action.
Don't be afraid to make any changes. Don't
Exactly.
be afraid of change, man. Change
Don't
is
be
good.
afraid of people criticizing you, comments, people gaslighting you, people saying, "Oh, you can't do that."
Yeah, are they any better?
Yeah,
They're just there to
are they
talk
trying to
shit.
work on their dreams?
Yeah.
So I would say this is the
Internet's
year.
full of those people.
Say again.
I said the internet's full of people like
Oh
that.
hell yeah, yeah. That's
Just talk trash.
yeah,
That's it.
straight trolls, man. That's all they do.
All they do is beat you down, man.
Like because they're afraid to go out and get outside their comfort zone. So when they see other people trying to make an attempt or thinking about going into taking those risks,
Yeah.
they're gonna say something about it. They're gonna have something to say because they're not willing to do it. So
It's your job to either be knocked down by that or take that as fuel.
yeah,
to
the
be
motivation. Hell yeah, you fuel to the fire. So yeah, that's what I think, man. It's like
2023, man.
yeah, 2023, man, new beginning. We had all the people that led an example in the Manosphere and Red Pill. You saw the trial of our era with Johnny Depp. You know what I'm saying? You seen WNBA ball players get locked up in Russia for some weed, and they finally get released for the bad trade.
Yeah.
Even the 304s need love too. And Brittany Renner, she's trying to change her ways, but we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, we out here, man. We're keeping the conversation going. We got a new year started fresh. We're working on this podcast out here in the Bay Area. We need you guys to support us. We need to get this message out here in the Bay Area, man. We got too many guys out here that's don't have any hope. Lost boys generation. You know, we
Just lost, don't know what to do.
don't know what to do with themselves, don't have no motivation to do anything. And then and you
I
got
got a
these
coworker who's looking up to me for like, oh, how do I don't get this. Like I do this to my girlfriend. He's coming to be a professor. I'm like, don't do that. You know? And he comes back to us like, yeah, you're right.
it worked.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can be that voice. You know, have people listen to us. Other channels out there. You can learn a lot.
Exactly, man. It's like I said, this is the year. I think people are going to start waking up more. I think a lot of hard truths that's been coming out, that've been hidden, are going to be seen. I think there's a lot of stuff that was in the dark about to come to the light this year.
I want a lot more of those women to like realize that.
Yeah, they're realizing that, man, because you got the passport bros. They're running out of options fast the closer they get to 30. and they're gonna realize it, and the tone's gonna change.
It's funny how they don't realize it until it happens. They just
Exactly.
think this is always how it's gonna be.
Women are the only people that have the luxury to either be not intelligent and not know about the opposite sex to still be able to get with the opposite sex. They may not be able to keep them long term, but they have the opportunity. Most men don't even have the opportunity. If you could still be working 9 to 5, and that's not good enough anymore. You
No.
have to be living some type of luxury lifestyle, and that's not everybody. Everybody can't reach that level, you know.
I blame that on social media. Everybody sees that clout on there and they're like, ooh,
Yeah,
look, all these average people just living this lifestyle.
exactly. And then they're not showing you the real thing. That stuff's phony.
Yeah.
They're not showing the times where they're
And showing
crying.
how much debt
yeah,
they are.
yeah, exactly. And a lot of these Instagram girls are fake rich, man. They just they overspend, man. They spend more than what they have. So when the money dries up when they get old, that's really what's going to happen because they didn't save and invest that money into some other things other than a little. The investment to them is like getting their body toned up and getting the BBL. It's like, no, that's not an investment.
No,
It's a short-term investment, but it's not a long-term investment.
yeah, no, not at all.
So, like, these girls need to get real because life is going to knock them in the face when they hit the big 3-0.
And it's gonna come without you knowing it. It's gonna hit you like a car.
So, yeah, you better start lowering your standards and start looking at these average dudes because those are the dudes that's going to be the one that's loyal to you. Dude that's in your friend zone.
Yeah, remember that Mad TV skit, Lowered Expectations?
Oh, it's been a while. I haven't seen Mad TV in so years, but tell me about it. What happened?
It was like this video dating service that they had that they
Okay.
made fun of.
Okay, that sounds like
It
a
was
thriller.
called Lowered Expectations. It was just like these really gritty, like below average people.
Oh,
trying
God.
to date.
Kind of like how this dating app I saw that I worked at. Yes, totally.
Yeah, I'll send you some clips, man.
That's funny. So yeah, man. So yeah, get it together, or else it's over for you ladies out here. It's like it's gonna be buy a dog, buy a cat, and die alone.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Famous words.
Yeah. So what you gonna do? This is a new year, new beginnings. So are we gonna continue to complain and make excuses? Or are we gonna make that change and do something different for this new year, men and women? So
Mhm.
we out here, Bay Area Black and Tan podcast. You know, here Bay Area podcast here. So I believe we're going to do something different for this year. You know, it's going to be a positive year from some parts, but it's going to be some tough times that we have to get through as well. But if you make the right decisions, I think we can get through it.
Well, guys, you know where to reach us. On Twitter, we're Bay Area Black Tan. And our email is blackandtan415@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're in the know, our Instagram is Bay Area Black and Tan. We also have a Rumble account. Nothing is on it yet. We'll get something on there soon. But it's Black and Tan Bay Area Podcast, all spelled out. And should we talk about our TikTok?
Yeah,
No big
yeah,
deal.
put it on there, man. Like we working on it. Like saying, I have a hard time with TikTok because it gives me a headache. Because it's like I hate that TikTok chick robot voice.
Yeah. I saw who the girl is. She's kind of cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I hate that voice.
Damn, it's just so. It just seems like just dumbing you down.
Yeah, it's like chummy and like you can say the most awful thing in that voice and it'll be like all bubbly.
So it's like, yeah. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Our TikTok is BTBAP415 and then 1. And between that, are just underscores. So,
Okay. Yeah. So we out here trying to keep the conversation going. Like you're saying, support us. Give us those subscribes on our YouTube, man.
Yeah,
Help us out, man.
tell people about us.
Tell people about us. Spread the message. Like we are trying to bring feminists to their knees. Okay. Like we are not here taking this crap no more. We're done. It's like it's our turn to have our side of the story out here, and it's gonna happen. It's like whether y'all like it or not, the next thing we gotta do is get rid of that no-fault divorce. If we can get rid of that no-fault divorce, things can change, and women will want to act right because they know they won't be able to like just back out of things at the last minute. Like you gotta put that work in and have some duty and responsibility.
Vet your chicks.
Yes, but no, not only that, but this is just for the women, man. Like, quit trying to have an easy way out. Like, you got to put in work to keep a marriage going. If Cardi freaking B can work with her man, and now she's been talking about that, man. It's like you need to fight for your marriage and fight for your man.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we doing that? And she's a hood stripper chick,
Mm-hmm.
ex stripper
Paid for
from the
tits at her
hood,
house.
used to drug people and rob them.
Yeah.
If
Admittingly.
she can get in the house and get married and cook and clean and not have her own kids listen to her music, that should tell you something.
I think she stumbled upon some really good knowledge out there, and she's like, "Oh,
No, because she comes from a different
Right.
community. Even though she's ratchet like the women in the United States, she still comes from that Latino culture where it is all about the family.
Yeah.
So that's still, she may be Afro-Latino, but she still got that Latin stuff. They're all about that family and staying together.
like Vin Diesel."
Get your act right. We are out here keeping the conversation going. And like saying, it's a new year, new beginnings. So what you going to do? Do the same stuff you've been doing last year, or are you going to try something new?
Yeah.
So
Be the better version of yourself.
exactly. So we out here, like I said before, Black and Tan Bay Area Podcast, and we're keeping the conversation going. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.